Away from the Albert Canal, 3.5 kilometres to go for the front group. No more than 50 riders here, not even that perhaps. There is Tim Medleer just towards the back. At the front though it's Lidl-Trek who are really pushing this on. Is this the year where Edward Theuns wins the Scheldeprijs?
Well, it depends if he gets to do the sprint for himself or if he's leading out Consoni and or Tim Teutenberg. Dylan Groenewegen also a long way back, just on the right-hand side, being brought forward by a teammate now, so that's good timing. A couple of others trying to tack onto his wheel for the free ride. So Groenewegen brought back at the perfect moment. About to swing right again shortly, under 3 kilometres to go, and Lidl-Trek in control.
They're doing a great job
Bittner
here.
looks to be up here.
They've been the ones taking
Postel.
things. Bittner, as you say, the Czech rider, they could desperately do with the result. Picnic Postel. Again, a lot of bunny hopping there over. Then you've got the little nasty connecting slabs of Betonweg. There's so many obstacles in this race.
Yeah. You got Fretin being brought up on the right-hand side for Cofidis. Job done.
Sebastian Putz, that was, who is done. A couple of riders
this is a
from
huge turn by Dan Hauler.
Medley is sitting at the back here now.
Just hovering, waiting.
Oh, he's got Van Leerberger there. Coming up to that final big straight now. Great turn by Hauler. He is finished. Theuns does look in a position where he's not going to be the man to be sprinting here, Robbie, in fact.
Yeah, and Consoni's behind him, and then
hang on,
got to be Teutenberg.
They're switching positions,
swapping around. A lot of talking going on the radio too, so readjusting the plans, and it's Theuns now in the back behind Consoni.
He does sit on the wheel, so maybe they were playing around with us. It is Edward Theuns, and he often gets his chance at this very race. Been on the podium before. Coming up to the chicane here now, Robbie.
Q36.5 right up along Lidl-Trek now. They're still leading into the chicane. Much smaller bunch, easier to negotiate. Tim Merlier still cruising a long way back on the wheel of his teammate Bert van Leeuwenberger. Groenewegen, he's been pushed back to halfway in the bunch again, so he's got himself out of position. And Lidl-Trek, well, they are just riding on a high in recent months and have become the lead-out train that's been in control so many times. Can they back it up?
Another crash affected Scheldeprijs. We're coming up to the final kilometre now of the unofficial Sprinters World Championship. The Diamond Classic in the Diamond City. We await those big names moving up to the front. Medleer on the right-hand side in the European Champions jersey is doing that. It's Edward Theuns who's going to have his opportunity on the left. Consonni about to take over from him. Also there, ready to go in the grey jersey, it's Jasper Philipsen, the two-time winner as well. Siritsas moving up. There is Van Poppel for Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe, but it's being led out by Israel Premier Tech at the front at the moment. Now Consonni sitting on the wheel ready to go. They're coming up to the final few hundred metres. Also there and ready to go is Max Canter. Just behind him now with 300 metres to go, it's Tim Medleer. The European champions won this before. Groenewegen moving up the left-hand side as we look at it, but there's so much traffic to get round, and it's a big one from Philipsen now. Philipsen taking it up at the front. Philipsen on the right as we look at it. Medleer coming through the centre. Tim Medleer, and yet again it's Tim Medleer. Only one teammate there to help him, but that's all exactly what he needed. Bert van Leeuwenberger to put him in position. He followed the wheels, and when he opened those taps, there was nobody who could live with him, Robbie.
No, and I just watched Tim Merlier all the way in. We spoke about he's a man who can make sense of the chaos when he needs to. He just puts the pieces of the puzzle together. Van Leeuwenberger brought him up and onto the wheel of Jasper Philipsen, and he followed the two men from Alpecin to Koenig all the way through the final kilometre. There were riders fighting for the wheel of Merlier, and he just cruises. He never panics, and he just has a presence within the bunch as well. And when